Shall we go to the standings from now, or do you want to talk a little bit more about the games? The standings, great. It means the Sydney Bears, the Melbourne Ice gave up the game in hand. So the Sydney Bears own the tiebreaker with more regulation wins. And they're both tied on points at the top. The Thunder on 36. And the Mustangs were 14 points out at the beginning of the weekend, pulled themselves within 10. And the Ice Dogs at down the bottom at 13 points. So the Mustangs,
you know what I really find funny about this
yet.
Is that if you ever look at the overtime losses in Hellier, the only team that's lost in overtime is the Ice. Everyone else has won their overtimes. And then when you look at the other conference, it's like completely different.
Yeah.
I look at the Ice Dogs, and I did mention it in the Five for Writing when I wrote about Dale Hewson. When I watched the Ice Dogs on the weekend, geez, they deserve more than what they got from the weekend. They played so well, they just couldn't come away with anything. I did feel for the Ice Dogs.
I feel that's almost their season, though, Doogie. It seems to be that most weeks at the moment. They play so well, are so good for the majority of the time, and then they just come away with next to no points. I feel for them a lot. They deserve a lot more. It's been very unfair this season.
Shall we go to the Rurak? Here we are in the Rurak. North Stars are on top with the win. They got up to 30 points as well, the win on Sunday. The Brave are in second on 21 points. The Lightning were inactive and they're on 18. The Adrenaline have a game in hand on the Lightning and are 2 points behind on 16 points. So big weekend for the Adrenaline getting back into things. And the Rhinos stuck on 10 at the bottom. We do have a few. Where are we? Great game by the North Stars on the Sunday for my birthday. Happy birthday, says G. We've got Tory Diver, thank goodness for not going 7. Eric Brook, Inoue was fantastic during his 5 periods of action. And then some analysis from Eric Bolner. Takeaways from Perth Adelaide. Perth need to fix the PP, but they are super deep, as we saw with depleted lineup this weekend. I fancy their good chances of healthy and PP is solved. Adelaide look and feel good, but so import reliant. If locals start to contribute offensively, look out. Defensively, by the way, Adelaide's locals playing excellent hockey. Shout out to Zach Boyle for some of his most structured and responsible hockey I've seen him play. Yes, he did get some votes for Team of the Week as well. Inoue on absolute fires from Says G. And a massive roadie coming up for Newcastle and Bris Vegas from Eric Brook. Any further thoughts on the conference standings, peeps?
Jiggy, do you have anything?
No, I was only just going to say, just before we move on and look at the points leaders, when I was watching the Melbourne Ice on the weekend, there was 2 players that really stood out for me, and I think they're having outstanding seasons, and that's Pansino. Christian Pansino's derby game was absolutely immense. So if you're going back and watch that Melbourne derby from Friday night and see the work that Christian Pansino puts in for the Melbourne Ice on both sides of the puck, absolutely phenomenal. And the other player that I'm impressed with, and I feel like he's gone to another level this year, is Jacob Lever. Just a real strong, steady, stay-at-home defenseman, just in the right spots on the blue line, getting a stick in, tracking back checking, taking the puck away, good vision. So I just wanted to highlight those 2 players from the Melbourne Ice across the weekend, Lever and Pansino, just unbelievable.
Another player's had another great weekend again was Apps again. He continues to put in such good shifts.
Yeah, he does. He was really good over the weekend as well. Another Melbourne Ice player who I've been really impressed with this season is Lachlan St. Cotter. I think he's done some excellent work for the Melbourne Ice and often goes unnoticed. We do have some comments in the chat. Jessica Calder sharing some agreeing about Pensino, and Andrew John Egan, good call regarding Labour, much improved. Coucher, Sincotta, and Labour all doing well. Question from Eric Bolner: who's your boys' mid-season rookie of the year picks?
I'm a big fanboy of Kadelka, so that's my pick.
It's gonna make Eric Bolner very happy with that pick. That's a political pick right there, I think. Doogie, you
I
got
don't know, GG. Who's yours? I'm just trying to think.
Does Brody Lindell count as a rookie? He's listed as a rookie on the AIHL website.
I would say him and Mackenzie Bolger are like two of the most improved like real second season players. Like they're both having phenomenal seasons for their teams, and I just think just brilliant.
They both are rookies on the AI website.
Yeah. If Lindell's a rookie, he'd be my pick. Other guys having good seasons like Malik West in Newcastle has been good. Who else? Yeah, Kadelka was a good shout. Honestly, he's such a good skater as well. Bodie Matthews. Bodie Matthews, Steve Moller. Yes, he's looked very good. He was really good at AJ, and he's continued that into a good start with the Brave. Andrew John Egan, if Lindell counts his streets ahead, and also just adding that Sincotta getting a lot of good shots off from the point. Mackenzie Bolger stood out for the Rhinos via Newcastle, including the opening goal in 18 seconds. I think it took him for the opening goal.
And Bodie Matthews been getting a lot of ice time for Canberra as well. You didn't necessarily think that might be the case at the start of the season, but he started strong and has just kept going. So he's now put on important lines in important moments.
Yeah. Shall we go to the Warren Price? Nuts that Bodie is 16. Is he 16?
He's so young.
Jesus. That is insane.